Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Coastal Carolina's offense will start this game off. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent.
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Off play action on first down. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's John. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. He might want another play. Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Split backs here. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Here's a heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Hand off from the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. They're setting up the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, what a cut!
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Quickly complete. Going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the
Speed kills. This offense, they've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the counter play. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to pass, it's Barber. Pulls it in, it's Tucker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, how about that play? Curl route, and the receiver, as soon as he turned around against zone coverage, the ball was right on him.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Holds it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. Looking down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Chanticleer is moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Complete on the comeback.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the end zone, and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tucker. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Red pass hits complete. Racing to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Coastal. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Bringing the heat.
Hold.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, shot to clear. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused a missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they can't make the connection. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Caught over the middle. It's Tucker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Running into the open space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Barber. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tucker. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bennett. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. To throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Get set. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pressure coming. Steps away. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Bennett. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Going airborne. At the 35, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive...
There he goes to the right. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
To the air, it's Barber. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Running through contact. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
The sure hands, it's Tucker. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession.
There he goes to the left. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Trying to impose their will with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They want that clock to run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the shot to clears want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Takes a hit as he fires. Connection to the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.